Hello everyone, welcome to another interesting episode of Munchies and Thoughts. My name is Phathanani, I am your chef, of course.
Hello, lovers and friends. This is Miss Jazmine, your intimacy coach and a sex expert. So good to see you, chef.
Good to see you too, my darling.
It's been a while. You look good, you look amazing as usual.
You look sexy as usual.
But I'm upset with you.
What's wrong now? What did I do?
You did not pitch up at this expo. How can you not come to a expo?
You know, some of us like...
Don't start telling me lies.
I can't wait to hear more about it and everything. I know today you've got a lot.
No, yeah. So it was running for a good 4 days.
Okay.
It was amazing. I always tell people that when you come there and you got a partner, do pitch with your partner.
Not alone.
You can come with your girlfriends, but if you've got a partner, it's much more better because you get to be exposed to all these things.
Can I bring my toys? Because I don't have a partner. I've got toys that assist me.
No, you don't have to bring toys. They are there. Why are you bringing toys where there's like an array of toys? But what intrigued me this time is it was so amazing how I found parents coming with their kids. Obviously, over 18.
Yes.
You find mothers and daughters, you find sons and dads, you find grandmas, and you know,
wow.
It was amazing. It's a very, because I know people when they think of sexpo, they're thinking people are there to have an orgy. It's not like that. It's clean, it's fun, the energy is positive, and we've been so hungry for another sexpo because it's been a while actually.
Definitely next time I'm gonna avail myself.
You
I'm
should.
sorry with
You
this time I
should.
couldn't.
It's okay.
You're not live. You know when the pots are calling.
I know, you got so many of them and they're brewing everywhere. They're all
So
brewing
yes,
on this.
what are we talking about today?
So today, I want us to talk about myths and assumptions about sex.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we're going to talk about that. And just going back to the sex, but I was looking at everybody because there's so much freedom that is in this space. You know, people are themselves. People embrace them who they are and what they want to look like. I mean, Kabel was telling me that I look like a Barbie doll. I'm like, yeah, I wanted to look like the bride of.
Like you see, I was even touching your ass because I didn't believe it. Okay.
You see, you asked me, and it's okay you did. Next time, ask for consent. Don't just be grabbing on me.
Okay.
Because that's another one of the assumptions that when a person is looking a certain way, it's an invitation for you to come and touch them. It's an invitation for you to give them looks. There's none like that actually at this expo, which was a wonderful thing, where people are dressed whichever way they want to dress up. And nobody is actually sexualized. Nobody's feeling like a freak. Nobody, because everybody is just being themselves. Yeah.
And I love what you're saying, Miss Jazz, because it's situation that we are facing. When I'm dressed like this, I'm inviting or I'm giving,
or you're a slut,
or
you know.
I love to be called a slut because
not by people you don't know.
No,
you know what I mean. So your friends can call you that because it's all in fun. Like if it's somebody that does not know you, or your partner during a hot steamy making love. Anyway, I digress. So it's things like that where I want to bring up the whole myth of just because somebody's dressed a certain way, it's not an invitation for you to sexualize them. It's not an invitation for you to touch them in an inappropriate way. It's an assumption that you're a freak, and that you're a busy somebody.
This is a very important topic that you've raised, because I think that's why we've got a situation where people are raped and then someone will like, but this person invited, and then you know it's really hurt me.
It does. Just because a person is dressed a certain way, just because a person, maybe they were even flirting with you. You were friendly, you flirt back, it's all in the name of fun. But if I do not want to cross over the line of sex, a no is a no. Just because a person is flirting with you, don't assume that they want to have sex with you. And at the same time, then if you know, if the lines are blurred, then ask. Where this is going. Then everybody's on the same page.
You know, some people are scared of rejection, but
we all
very
are.
Important to
nobody gets excited about rejection. We all are. So would you rather deal with the rejection of somebody saying, no, I actually was just flirting with you because I figured you're friendly like that, or you want to deal with rape?
But other people, they've got drama. You know, when you're asking, like, they can cause so much drama. They can cause so much drama.
What is it about you that attracts people with drama? And people's drama, you can see them from a mile away. I'm sorry, you can sense and smell and really feel drama here, and you just gotta walk away from it. But half the time, that voice, we shut it down because you are on a mission. You're pushing your own agenda, so you're missing all the signs that are there that are saying, beep, 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 beep. Maybe don't spend too much time with this person. Getting back to the topic,
yes.
You tell me, what is the one myth that you believe or you believed or an assumption about sex and sexuality?
Remember, I'm gay, ne?
Oh, wow, are you? I didn't know. Okay.
So...
You have to think hard? Or is there a lot of them? So you have to pick one.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Because, Let
me take a sip and let's toast because we never toasted to this segment.
Yes.
Cheers. What myth?
Don't you... I think you must just first...
And then you will come back to you.
Yeah, I think you must just... that ball, and then, Because kunzima.
Kunzima, rough competition is high. So the one I'm going to talk about, which is so funny and it happens a lot. Because I'm exhibiting at this expo. So this young, beautiful woman comes in and she's like, you know what, I just met this guy. He ticks all the boxes. He's gorgeous. He's kind. He's a good host and whatnot. He's sorted. He's got his own nice place. He's got his own car. He can make a good nest. He can be somebody who you can start a family with, right?
Yes.
And they've been kind of having a thing or two for about 2 months. So she's like, what is it that you can give to me that I can just, captivate him?
Yes.
Get my claws in there so that he won't leave. And I said, baby girl, if the person wants to leave, they will leave. Irregardless of you buying everything on my catalog. So don't put yourself in a situation where you are trying to keep a person via sex. Don't try and find yourself doing even the most despicable thing because you're trying to seduce a person. You're trying to make a mark into their soul, into their sex brain, so that they wouldn't leave you. Do something because you know it's going to give you pleasure. Do something because you want to also serve them and they're serving you at the same time.
Okay.
So that oxalayo, when they want to leave, don't say, oh, but I did all these things. I was climbing up the chandeliers for you. Don't now come and say, but I don't like anal, but now I ended up doing anal because of you. I was trying. So the myth or the assumption that you think you can keep a person with sex, it does not work.
I think this woman in me.
This woman in you. The diva in you. Yeah.
I didn't want to because... Remember some of the things, we've got this thing with you, while actually especially when it comes to sex, we've got this thing with you, we can't talk about them, but
yes. Yes.
Okay, I don't care about that. So I had that thing as well. I was dating this other gentleman. He had me, but it's okay. It's on the bridge.
Well, you're okay now.
Yes, I'm okay now.
Look at me now. You okay?
I am okay, darling. Good. I can talk about it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Without sharing it here. Now you're over it then.
So I was in this relationship, and then this person was in a relationship with some woman.
Okay.
So.
Now that's an entanglement.
Oh, yeah.
You pulling Jada things. I'm sorry. Go on.
So this man I was very good there, darling.
You were very good.
Yeah.
He was good or you were good?
Me, darling. No, he was. Yeah, but scared I was because I didn't care.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. I can be a bitch in the afternoon. I can be a bitch in the morning.
In the morning, in the evening.
So I had this thing. You know what? I knew he's got someone.
Okay.
So because he was honest with me.
I like your honesty.
No, good to know I've got this. So I knew that this person's got a partner and this person is married, basically.
Okay.
So this person is with me. So what is it that I can? So remember, I'm young and so I'm like, you know what, let me. And then I knew when I press him here.
Yes. It's fireworks.
It goes. So I start kicking. So I was like, okay, fine. I think now, when it comes to sex, I'm winning this person.
I'm with you. We understand. I'm with you.
It's not. Yeah, so that was one of my things.
Yeah.
Okay, I just need to, I know where to touch this person, this and this and this. So this person, no matter what, no matter what,
so pila wena no batla go shapa ngwana batho ka stena.
Mina nalo sisi siyasifanela.
Aha.
But mina ke lo one, unfortunately, he was taken.
Yes, and you went in knowing.
I went in.
You see, you went in knowing, and you were still young.
Yes. So
you were
but
a little
keeping
naive.
him, I was like, okay, I just need to give him a lot of sex.
Yeah, yeah. And you mentioned that he was married. Was he married to a woman?
To a woman.
To a woman. You see, another side of that is a person can actually even think that they can convert a person.
Yeah, I think I was one of those people.
Okay. And it didn't work out that way. At all. You see, and now people end up being hurt. People end up being crushed.
That's where
maybe because of things like that. Unfortunately.
Now
talking about that, actually, when you're saying the buttons here, the buttons, and you knew which red buttons to get him going. Here's another myth. Just because a man enjoys anal stimulation, it does not mean that they're gay.
That's true.
It does not mean that they're gay. Because I had a woman saying, you know what, my partner enjoys being stimulated back there. When they having sex, even when she's giving him an oral affection, which is a blowjob. I don't like to call it a job because nobody likes a job.
I love you touching that. Anyway,
yeah.
Yeah.
So just because now this man gets going, just because you're stimulating that prostate area at the back, then playing with the balls, now she's like, is he gay or is he bisexual? And I'm like, no, it doesn't mean that he's gay or bisexual. It just means that he enjoys.
So there's a difference of being gay or enjoying but now I want to ask you
being stimulated back there.
Yeah.
Yes. It doesn't mean that you're gay.
I want to ask
or
you
even people who will use anal sex toys. Just because your man, who is a heterosexually straight man, enjoys you playing or anal beads, it doesn't mean that he's gay. Okay. It just means it's pleasurable.
Okay.
That's all that it means.
I hope it's not always about you being gay.
Yes.
Some men, they do enjoy using because I believe that some men that are straight, they do have
yes.
the dildos that they use in their
And some men will actually not even want to be stimulated there because they go, that makes me gay. That means if I can receive stimulation, pleasurable stimulation back there, that means then I can enjoy being penetrated by a man. And that means that I am gay.
I can't die.
Do you see how this thing is the condition is just all messed up, but it's not like that.
It's like, honestly, because right now, we I think we've got a long...
No, we do. That's why we're having conversations about this, that it does not make you gay. At all. At all.
And I was talking to one of my friends, he sent me something, and then I'm like... This one, and then the answer that he gave me, I was like, oh wow,
okay,
it's what we are saying now.
What was the question?
It's what you say.
Oh, what we're talking about.
It's like those guys that sleeping with other guys. It's not always the case that you are gay.
That you are gay. No, you just enjoy getting that stimulation, and because it's a taboo, and because nobody talks about this thing. You feeling, if I even tell a friend about me and Phathanani sometimes getting together with friends with benefits and, he gets me going, they might think I'm gay. But he's actually attracted to women, not men.
So the only
but he knows in that area, he can actually enjoy that.
So can I ask you a question? Jazmine, the expert.
Hit me.
You are married, of course. And if your husband comes to you and say, I found myself a boyfriend. Not really a boyfriend. Let me not say a boyfriend. I found myself, I'm having fun with.
Okay.
In that department.
Okay.
But baby, I'm not gay. Me and this person, we understand each other. As I've said to you, when I was dating that gentleman, I knew very well that he's married. And I knew Uguti, we only in this.
I'm with you.
So
I'm with you.
Your thoughts
You
on that?
you really took it home for me because you personalized it. Oh, Jazz, if your husband is ready.
Yeah,
like the example. Yeah. So I'm a firm believer of play partners.
Okay.
I don't have it because that's why now people go behind people's backs and then they cheat.
Okay.
I want you to be upfront with me already and say, you know what? This is what I experienced and I kind of like it. And you know what? I just want to explore that side a little bit more. And I've got this person that is the right candidate for me to actually explore this with, because you connected with that person and you gelled with that person and you're vibrating on the same level together in that. So I can't give you that stimulation because, So if you can get it from Chef, hey, Chef also knows his position. I know my position. Now let's flip that around. Let's say I now want to experience a woman. Does it make me a lesbian? Does it make me a... I know we went off a different topic right now.
Yeah,
but
and I want
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. But my point is, you asked me if my husband comes and says, I would like to... I will say, let's research and then let's outsource. Let's do it the right way. Because what you're going to do now, you're going to become what we call, after 9.
After 9, yes.
So now you're doing things behind closed doors. You're doing... Other people thrive on that.
No, I just wanted to hear you say,
but it doesn't. Yeah, but I personally will not have an issue with that if you're upfront with me about it and we talk about it and we explore what is available for us.
And why I was asking that question is because what you said when you're saying some men is not that they are gay.
Yes.
It's because they enjoy pleasure.
In that way.
So I just wanted, remember you are telling me, and remember I am a gay man, you are a straight woman, married, I'm not married.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm freelancing. If I'm lucky, I'm lucky.
And one day we're going to talk about this label stuff.
Thank you.
One day we're really going to talk about this whole labels and boxes because once you are given a box and a label, your mind and everything else channels into that.
And you know what?
And you close yourself to many things.
I had a segment about gay, family, and whatever. And I'm going to have another one later on where I'm having kindness.
Yes.
So I just wanted to hear you because it's a lot happening.
It's a lot.
But anyway, let's go back to that.
It's a lot. Yes. It's a lot. Okay. Here's another myth that let's talk about penis sizes. Small. I know that's your favorite one. Penis size is small versus big. Other people, there's a myth of bigger is better.
That's why we find ourselves, I'm going to say ourselves, going for penis enlargement, tablets, and all those kind of things.
Pumps.
I need this for nathi phela uJunior mangifake iswimwear avele. So I'm so glad today I have you. Then I will learn a lot from that.
So bigger does not equate better.
Okay.
We all come in different shapes and sizes, and they all have their own good benefits. All of them.
I want to hear.
Have their own good benefits. So whatever God gave you, the Creator gave you, embrace it, love it. People love you because you love yourself so much. So when you embrace everything about yourself, people will embrace it too. I mean, what's the point of having a bigger one but you're causing a person pain?
Yeah.
So it does not have to equal that. Just because somebody else has a smaller one doesn't mean that they cannot now give you an orgasm or facilitate in you getting an orgasm. Okay. You can get multiple orgasms from a small penis. You can. So all of those things are a myth. So we're crossing that out. Bigger is not necessarily better.
It's not always,
Yes.
I think it's fantasy.
It's what's on porn, is what's advertised. Remember, advertising, we need to condition you that way. But in reality, you prefer what you prefer. I may like it small, and it works for me because all the juicy and yum things are right at the beginning there. You may like it big because for some reason you love engulfment. You love when you are penetrated by a full on. Other people that love fisting.
I love small dicks. myself. Like, I don't think the big dick gets...
You see now, somebody else can sit here and say, oh my God, I thrive on fisting. If I could even get a penis that big, that works for me. So that's a myth. Bigger is not necessarily better. Small does not mean you are not going to be satisfied at all. Another one.
Yeah, throw them, honey. Throw them.
Here's another one, which is very big with the African community, Black African community. Vaginal tightness or vaginal wetness.
Okay, I don't know that again now.
I'm going to tell you. You see now, because you got such a girl in you, this girl that lives in this bodysuit, I forget that you, when I talk about vaginas. So, people believe this myth that when a woman is feeling too wet, too lubricated, she's a hoe, or she's been around the block quite a long time, meaning she's got body count.
Okay.
You know? Okay. That means you've been with so many sexual partners that now it's loose, which is not the case. That is a myth. It doesn't mean that the person has been around sleeping with multiple people. Yeah. And just because somebody feels tighter to you, it means now this person is probably had one, only slept with one person when they were breaking their virginity. The second person, no. A lot of things, exactly. So I see our ladies going out there getting vaginal tightening products because they are under pressure with trying to feel too tight for a man because they might think that they've been around. And let me tell you about a vagina. When a woman is nicely aroused, stimulated and aroused and wet, it relaxes, the muscles relax because it is making room to accommodate that penis.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. When you are not properly aroused, then you're still a little tight, you're still a bit stiff. And it's going to be painful, sometimes uncomfortable, you see. So just because now it relaxes to accommodate you, meaning the penis, when I say accommodate you, it doesn't mean that it's Jenny from the blocks at all.
Okay. You see what I said today?
Exactly.
You are running this, darling.
So please get that out of your heads. Just because I will hear men saying, now I've been with this woman, I think, she sleeps around. And that's not the case. And it's very unfair that women will be put in such a position of being told this. Remember, a woman goes through all these changes. Yes, after you have a baby, and you push the whole human being at your vagina, there will be things that move around a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's unfair that a woman will be placed in a position where now you are forced to still feel like you were 17 years old. And now you know what I mean? No. You are in your 40s, going to your 50s, 60s, you're going through menopause. Your estrogen level has dropped. So it does make changes in your vaginal walls and elasticity at the same time.
I think it's all about being open-minded.
It's about open-mindedness. It's about educating yourself.
Yeah.
Because I find that to be very ignorant of you to go, this woman was too wet. That means unale nawa.
What is nawa?
Nawa is, what is the English word for nawa? It will come back to me. A nymph. A nymphomaniac. A nymphomaniac is normally a woman who loves sex. She loves sex. Lots of sex. And there's nothing wrong with loving sex. As long as you do it's healthy, you're doing it in a responsible way, go for it.
I love
orgasms
sex.
Are good.
I don't have someone I'm doing sex with. For now.
No, but you are having sex. You are having sex.
By myself.
By yourself. It's all solo play is okay. Solo play is okay. I told you, other people, they wake up in the morning with coffee. Others, they get their orgasm. Others like me, I get both. So, keeps me going. Oh my gosh. Now here's another one, a very interesting one. The longer the duration of intercourse, the better.
Oh, okay.
Or penetration. Meaning a person can be penetrating you for a good hour or two and they think that's a good thing. You find men taking pills, drinking all sorts of things so that they last longer.
I don't think I can.
Because they are under the assumption, they have believed the myth that is more pleasurable, which is not.
But most...
Some, but few. Not a lot of people want to do marathon runs.
I don't think I will survive.
You see what I mean? So every time you're thinking, when your base light, you're like, oh, there goes another marathon. Because your muscle gotta relax sometimes. So sometimes you just want a quickie.
Yeah, and the quick.
Yeah, quick. Sometimes it actually can even give you or yield even better results than, to tell you the truth, I am yet to meet women who say, I love being pumped for hours. I don't meet such women. Porn, when you watch it, they do a lot of pumping. They'll do a lot, and when I say pumping, like a lot of penetration. It'd be anal, it'd be vaginal. They do it, it's as if they're doing it for hours. These people are acting, they're getting paid for what they do.
Yes.
But in reality, most of the time, it's not like that. Women don't necessarily or commonly like to be penetrated for hours. Literally, if you're gonna like go for longer, we give you about 20 minutes. If in 20 minutes we haven't arrived to where we're supposed to go, let's call it a day. Let's cut up. Let's cut up. That is why we'll say have foreplay, do all these things, and then when it comes to penetration, you don't need to be going for hours on end.
Because you already play.
Exactly. So even with anal, I'm yet to meet a man who is gay, who says, I love being penetrated. Even with you, who's doing the penetration, at some point you go like, you know what, you gotta rest, bruh. Like now, you're not... You see, yes. And that's okay. And that's again, talking about that, about duration and you end up not coming. It's okay not to come.
But
it's okay, it's okay. Because now you've been at it, it's been 30 minutes, it's been 40 minutes, and you're still not ejaculating, you're still not coming. It's okay to rest. It can be caused by, especially if you want to, and you know, my friend is not coming to the party. It's okay for you as a male to not ejaculate. It's okay for a woman to also not reach an orgasm, which happens quite a lot for women.
You know how important the sex education now, because some of us masculine, not as we are taught. We're teaching each other, not really teaching each other, we're just talking, discussing. Then we fire these things in our brains. No, I need to come. No, I need to go as far as like an hour. Then I'm a man.
Yeah.
So it's very, very, very important. I'm saying this to Department of Education, whoever that might be watching. It's very important to have sex education. Sex talks. Because honestly, it's what we're saying now. Some of the youngsters, they watch.
Yes, they watch porn and they want to mimic.
Because we were not taught sex, ne? And then now the youngsters, what they're doing, they're watching a lot of porn. They've got the social media where there's porn.
They share media.
And then they see this thing. And then we still have the problem, the same problem that the 80s faced. Now 90s, now 2000. So really, 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 we need to do something.
Exactly. That is why I was so thrilled to see moms and their daughters and sons of age coming there, because now you get to go to a stall and then they talk to you. You're talking to experts. You're talking about to professionals who are doing these things. I mean, for instance, you said you like thongs. That's your fetish. Somebody may say, I feel strange about it. You know, am I a freak? Am I a whatever? And then you get there and you meet people who say, no, we actually love thongs. I get turned on by a thong.
Oh, I understand that.
You know what I mean? So now you don't feel like, you don't then isolate yourself because you're thinking you have a problem.
And then you don't
have a problem at all. Okay? Let's do another one. Condoms. Condoms, you know? That nasty.
You know, that's this song. I don't know what I was saying. Condom or countdown? Condom.
No, it's. Oh, wait. I also. I remember condom. Condom. Is it condom? Oh no, it's go down. Go down. Come on. And we will go down. We'll go down. After this, we dance into it. We are so dancing into it. I don't remember the last time I actually tuned down to that song.
Yeah.
Condoms.
I don't know. It's saying condom.
You can edit. You can remix it.
Condom.
Condoms, my darling. Myth is that you don't get to have a full sexual pleasure
when we are using
when
a condom.
You are wearing a condom.
It's a myth or it's
a myth.
Okay.
I mean, maybe in the beginning we only had like one kind of condom, you know, and it was probably thick and it made you not be that's nice and sensitive. But today with the technology that we have, you are spoiled for choice. We are those that literally have, you know, it's so thin.
I know that.
And it's made to feel so
like
natural.
Others,
they have a lubricant in them. You know, you put them on and the person is already going, slide it all in, honey. You know what I mean? So we're not in 1994 or, you know what I mean? Technology. Right now we have even like the nicest materials for you to choose from. So anybody can come up to you and tell you that, yeah, nah, how feely because he's wearing a condom. But then find the right kind of condom that will feel natural to you. They will feel natural to you.
Jazmine, I to find the right condom that will feel natural. You make me feel
like a natural.
Feel like a natural condom.
I like that. I love that so much. So that is also a myth, and it's also in the mind. And yes, maybe the condom that you were using the other day, it didn't feel so good to you. Then find the right one. I'm sure you'll find the right one. Okay? And there are women condoms. So not only a man.
I saw the women condom, but they're so big. The round one. I don't know. The one that
I'm sorry, do you know the size of our vaginas? When you say they are big. What are you trying to say here?
My apologies. I'm even shy.
You're blushing, actually. They look big, but they're on the inside. It goes on the inside.
Oh.
Yes. Remember when we grow on the inside, you guys grow outside. That is a difference.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So here's the thing. It's everybody's responsibility to provide condoms. I mean, if I get together with you, it's not my responsibility.
It's everybody's. Yes.
It's everybody's responsibility
to
provide a condom or to bring a condom, as long as you are going to be sexually
active. I can bring my condom.
You can bring yours.
Your condom.
In fact, I always say bring your own.
Then we'll decide.
Bring your own, yes. Bring your own. You don't want to find yourself knocking in your neighbor's rooms.
I'm always having condoms.
Why are you having condoms? Because the last time I checked, you ain't doing nobody.
Darling, I need to go number freelancing. What if I'm going somewhere?
Outsourcing. Just in case.
I just met that one.
You know what? Now that's being responsible.
Yeah.
That is being responsible.
You never know.
Because that's your body and you live in it and you have to look after it. So it is your responsibility to do it. Exactly. Exactly.
And it's been to be safe.
It is to be safe. It is to be safe.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Another one, here it is. That vagina, intercourse is better than clitoral stimulation.
Okay.
There's this myth where, and I'm talking about the heterosexually straight people.
Yeah.
Even with anal, I'll get back to the anal just now. Let me just finish with the vagina. Right. Where the men actually believe, there's this belief or this myth that a woman enjoys vaginal penetration than being stimulated clitorally. So it's why sometimes a man will kiss you nice, like, you know, for about half a minute or two. And then after that, he's like, okay, let's faggle a pipe now because you're supposed to be ready. Forgetting all the yum juiciness here on the clitoris because they believe you are more stimulated in the vagina.
Yes.
Which is a myth and it's an assumption and it is wrong. The clitoral has about 8,000 nerve endings. That's where the fun is.
And
then when you are aroused, 8,000 plus. So when you are aroused clitorally, now when we talk about the G-spot, although there's like all this debate if it exists or it doesn't exist, because it hibernates when you're not lubricated. It hibernates. But when you are not lubricated, when you're not aroused. But when you are nicely aroused and your partner starts to stimulate you in that area, they start to feel a little bump inside of your vagina, just above.
A bump?
There's a little bump, like the size of a raisin.
Okay.
You can even feel the texture is a little different, a little rough. That's where the G-spot is. And when you play around with it, it's stimulating. So that means, Hori, you don't necessarily have to be pumping.
Oh.
So people have this idea of when you pump, that's where the pleasure is.
Oh, okay.
And that is not correct.
But remember, I would say it's because we're not educated.
That's why I'm here.
And I just love it because
That's
right now
here.
you are just, okay.
You know what I mean? And it's the same now with anal. Some people, men, women, they don't want to be penetrated anally. But they will love you to play there with your finger or a toy. Just on the anal right there. If you're going to put a finger, you can even just put up to like the second knuckle here.
Okay.
And you just play around with it. Where the prostate area is. They love it. So it doesn't mean that now when you're doing anal, a person has to be pushing all the time.
I need to school lessons with Jazmine, but you need to forgive us and understand.
No, I'm saying this with forgiveness. I'm saying it with grace.
Oh,
I'm saying it with love.
To grace.
You know?
To grace, darling.
I just have to be very firm. I just have to be very firm. So that they understand that I am, you know, I know we're joking and we're having fun.
Yes.
But it's also serious information.
Yes, true.
That take heed to this. That's why some people will even be hurt. They'll experience so much pain because the person is focused on the pumping.
Manchester is all about. We can talk about some stuff, but we still need to have fun. Because you don't want to sit here and like, okay, I am Jazmine, the sex pet. So yes, as if you are.
And then I'm preaching at you.
No.
Then I'm preaching at you. Imagine me preaching. Wouldn't that just be so cool? I think I'll be a cool preacher.
Do you think that if you are preaching or like, hello, I am Jazmine, or not you?
And today,
no,
on the segment of Munches and Thoughts, we will be covering the myths about sex. Oh my goodness. So yes, so that is also a myth. Penetration does not equal better sex at all. I know some others, they'll say vaginal is better than anal or anal is better. It's all for themselves. What you like is what you like. And I said, you live in this body, you experience things through this body.
So it's all about you.
It's about you.
Body.
And the sad thing is we get together as people and you talk about what gives you pleasure. And I try it and it doesn't give me pleasure. And I think something is not right with me.
That's why we find people sitting in relationship. I'll say it like in relationship. And then when they're sitting in those relationship, they are not happy. Sexual. You understand? And then you are just sitting because lawyer we are jabula, but when you don't know your body goods, am I okay?
Am I okay?
Am I fine? And then
is it pleasurable?
Yes. And it's a lot.
It's a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. And another thing is just because somebody is open-minded to explore things, it does not make them a freak. They are just open-minded.
I love the word.
And this whole word of freak is relative. Some people having sex in the car, for them that's a freaky stuff. Others, that's just another day. Other people,
ideas. Like you're putting so much ideas. Like right now, you honestly, I think doing this segment with you taught me. Like I've learned so much.
I'm glad.
And me learning from this segment, I just can't wait to meet my person. I just can't wait to be freak.
And own your freak. And own your freak. They're gonna call you a freak, okay, let me own my freak. But I said it's also subjective and it's relative.
True.
You know, other people, they love candle work. You know, where they have candle work and things like that.
Like,
but other people, they like it.
She's like, bad.
But then again, you have to use the right product. There are candles that are used for that. That will not burn you. Others, they love the pain.
I had someone when I was still
But why are you doing that when I have someone?
No, because this is not supposed to come out. But because now we are sitting and talking, I'm going to go. Because he used to love.
Candle.
I've been around.
You have been around, and you're still gonna be around because you have me in your life. You're just gonna have so much fun. Just on that note, where you just told me that you had a partner who loved candle work or candle work. Now, just because your partner likes certain things, doesn't mean that you have to like them.
Oh, that's a beautiful point.
You don't have to like them. They like it, you do that to them. But they don't have to vice versa do it to you. Like you said, you don't like the heat of the candle wax, the melted candle wax when it lands on your skin. But they thrive on that. So don't feel obligated to now have to put up with the pain because, well, they like it.
But we do find ourselves,
yeah. But I'm telling you today that you do not have to. And that's where also communication comes in. Where you communicate with your person like this, for me, it just does nothing for me. So why are you doing it? You're going to be frustrated, you're going to be miserable, and you're going to avoid them. Because you know, when you see candles, you're like, yo. Which is not fair. Because remember, everything sexual, there has to be consent. There has to be the meeting of the minds. We have to be on the same page with each other. The same with anal sex. If there's going to be that, don't surprise the person. You must have already had a conversation about it. That, you know what, I'm open to trying it. If I've never tried it before, let's start, let's do step by step. You don't want the khushu already when you're there, like, where did that now come from?
And unfortunately,
are we out of time already?
Yeah. We will see you again, definitely.
Always.
And let me tell you something,
Tell me.
You know the nice thing, then? Whatever episode that we did, there will be one episode that we will visit this episode. Don't worry. There's lots that we're working on. There will be that one where maybe we'll go on the couch or swimming pool or
so I will bring a sex couch another time so you can actually see it.
So so we have to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And we'll see you again. Thank you, my darling, and you're looking so sexy.
Thank you.
We're done.
Time flies when you're having too much fun. It's a problem.
Yeah.